Hello, my name is John Gabriel, and this is a special presentation for Seymour.org. I'm going to be talking about a unique algorithm I created when I was 7 years old to do any sort of division without having to remember rules about, number of places, position, systems, or anything like that. And it's a very useful rule, and it's very easily extended to polynomial division, so it helps you to understand also exactly what is polynomial division. So let's begin. Now, what really happens when you divide one number by another? This number here is called the dividend, and this is a divisor. The divisor measures the dividend, okay? That's what division means. It means if you subtract this from 685 times, you're measuring it. Or if you just take 5 separately and you keep on adding it up until you get close to 685 or 685, then essentially you've measured it. So what you can do is this. You can just say, well, roughly, it doesn't matter what number you put up here. You can even put a negative number up here. It will always turn out to be the right answer. It will self-adjust. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's just multiply it by 500, say, okay? Or not 500, let's say 100. So if we do that, we can also do 500, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to do 100. So I'm going to say, okay, put 100 up here, and that's 500, like so, right? And I'm left with 185. Okay, what if I multiply 5 by 40? So I'll multiply 5 by 40, like so. Or make it 20 actually. I don't want to go by 40, that's too high. Make it 20. It doesn't matter, you could choose 40. I just want to get to the answer sooner. So let's do 20. And you know what? On second thoughts, let's do 40. I actually did 140. So here we go, 40. That's going to give me 200, okay? And if I subtract this, I get minus 15, yeah? And then I'm going to say, all right, just let's multiply it by minus 3. So now I have minus 15, and I've got nothing left. Sometimes I won't be able to help it. There will be something left over, a remainder. That's not a problem. If I add this up, I get 137, okay? 137. Now, I can choose any divisor of 685. It doesn't really matter, any divisor. I'm going to choose 25. And if I choose 25, I'm going to get what? I'm going to get 25x squared. I want to have an x squared in it, so I'm going to say 25 squared is 625, right? 625. And then I'm going to say, how much is left over? About 60. So then I'm going to say, I'm going to need to add a 2x. So x squared plus 2x. And what is left over? 10, right? Yeah. So now I've got my dividend. And I need to get my divisor. So what's my divisor going to be? My divisor also has to be in terms of x, right? Okay, so let's just put a divising radical there. So my divisor, obviously to get 5, I've got to use 25, right? So it will be x, which is 25, subtract 20, right? 20. Okay, so now I can do the long division, and I can say, that's x, and that's x squared, and this is minus 20x, and I do the subtraction, and that's 22x, and I bring down the 10, and then that goes into the plus 22, right? And I multiply it by the x, and I get 22x, and this, what I get here, 20 times 22, 20 times 22, oops, clear, 20 times 22 is equal to 440, right? So that's going to be minus 440, like that. And this is going to be 450, yeah? So my answer here will be x plus 22 like so. X plus 22 plus 450 divided by 450 divided by x minus 20. Okay, now this looks like I have a remainder, right? But it's not really a remainder, because if I put 25 in here now, I'm going to get 137. So put 25 in here, and what do you get? You get 47, right? And 450 divided by 5, you get 90, right? And 90 plus 47 is 137. So it doesn't matter what you put up here. You could even start with a negative number or a fraction or anything. This method will always work. So I hope you've enjoyed this little presentation, and that you'll be able to understand now what you're doing when you're performing long division. It doesn't matter what you put up here. It will eventually self-correct or self-adjust. And this is a method that I discovered when I was 7 years old and wanted to share it with you. So it helps you to understand what's happening when you divide, and also helps you with polynomial division. I'm John Gabriel. Till next time, goodbye.